welcome back to my channel. Alright, so welcome back to the shorts video, by the way. Yeah, what can we do? Well, in the meantime, I am pretty much done with all these beautiful pages that we made in the shorts. So I think it's time to make a spine with it. And if you have these pages, then just put them on top and just put your ruler beside, and they are 2 inches wide. Always check if that's the same on the other side. So this side is for me a 2, and this side, yeah, also. So a 2 inch it is when it's flat. So I want I don't want too much. I think a 3, if you want to add some more in between, have it a little bit more space. I think a 3 would do nice. 2.5, 3. I think even a 2.5 will do also, but I think a 2, 3, 4. A 3 is just 1 inch larger. Then you get a big spine and a flat on here, so I don't want that. So I'm 2.5. Yeah, I think a 2.5 will do great. Maybe also. So I'm gonna go for 2.5, or just in between a 2, 3, 4. So that's up to you if you want to have a 1/2 inch larger or a 3/4 larger. If you want to do a 1 inch larger, if I have a 2, sometimes I do a 3 inch larger. Not a 3 inch larger, but a 1 inch larger. If you want to add very much photographs and everything, then I really can recommend that you do a 1 inch larger. In this case a 3 inch, but yeah, totally up to you. But I think I will go for a 3/4 extra. So my pile is 2 inch, and I will go for a 3/4 extra this time. Alright, so what kind of materials that you can use? Well, you can just buy chipboard if you want, but for this time, for this occasion, because it's possible, I do collect these chipboard pieces so many years now, and I never use these because normally I do kits, and if I do a kit, then I just can't use pizza boxes. But you can, if you have sometime a pizza box. I don't know if you buy some frozen pizzas or cereals or whatever kind of nice chipboard piece. Now this is a nice chipboard piece, and I like to use it this time. Of course I'm gonna layer a few. I think 2 layers will do nice, maybe even 3. I will see about that, but let me first see what the measurements are. Now we are having a 7x9 page for this time. 7x9, just checking. Yes, so I am going to do that too. No, that's not true. This one is going to be a 7.5. 7.5 by 9. This I definitely want the same size. Or 9.14. No, a 9. Just grab a little note and write that down for yourself if you have any other sizes. So it's going to be a 9 by 7.5. I don't want to have anything on the sides left, so I think it's 7.5 or 7/3/4 maybe. Yeah. Why I do a 7/3/4? Because I do need a 1/2 inch right here on this side. And maybe some, well, if you're gonna do some inserts, especially with the tunnels, you can add something inside here with just a little. No, I think 7.5 will do. Oh my gosh, yeah, 7.5. 9 by 7.5, and my spine is going to be 2 3/4. 9 by 2 3/4. So that's, this time we do need 2, and this we do need 1. Okay. Let's cut it down, and for this occasion I'm going to use my Fiskars. It's biggie. So so, but I just like to cut my pieces with this one. It's not even fitting on my table right here, so I think I'm just gonna do one and then I'm gonna go back to my better table. Alright, so we are going to do a 9. And this is nice flimsy chipboard, so I can cut it down. Make sure that your edges are nice straight. So I am going to cut one time right here. Then I'm going to turn this over. So my cutting part is which one? I think this one right here that I just cut. That is going to be 7 3/4. Yes, and then this is a 9. I already cut that. So yeah, I think it's done. 7 3/4. Alright, so that is 7.5. Oh yeah, that was 7.5, and this one is a 9. Alright, so that is my first one. Maybe it's better that I cut this without the images. So first I'm just gonna cut this straight. Alright, then I'm first gonna measure. Let me cut this also straight. Alright, so now I am going to measure from here till 9 by 7.5. Yeah, that is so much easier. Alright, so I have 2 pieces and I'm going to glue these down together, and then do I need one more? Maybe I am. Alright, so let me check. This is a nice size already. Let's check if this is not wide enough. Okay. That we cannot use. Here we have a piece. 6.5 by 9. Alright, now check it out. Maybe you even can do this. I think this is a nice piece, so yeah, I really like this. So it's a nice thick one. I think 2 is already a nice thickness because you are gonna put paper on. But for those who want it to be thicker, then just use 3 pieces. Alright, now for the spine, let's see if I can have one of these. I want it to go 2 3/4. Oh, that will not fit, but that's okay. You can use this piece for that. Alright, gonna be 9 by 2 3/4. 2 3/4. And of course, if you're going to do 3 pieces on that, then you will need for the spine also 3 pieces. Alright, so let's just cut along till you have all your pieces done. Make it first nice and straight. Go. Yep. One more. Well, I do need more. So I want to do 6. But I'm first going to cut these straight and then I'm going to measure. Alright, 9 by 7.5. Yep. Now, I think I do need one more for this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep. Just one more. This one is already, it's still stick together. There we go. A9 by 7.5. Check if this is straight. Yes. Alright, now these are done. I have 6 pieces of these, but I do need still one spine. A 2, 3/4. There we go. By 9. Yes. There we go. 3 pieces of these. I'm ready. Alright, now this piece I still can use, so I'm just only going to cut this piece off. You never know when you're going to need it. So that is that. And this one I still have left. So yeah, just use them, guys. Use them. You never know where you're going to use it for. Alright, put that back. And now all these pieces, I just can't throw these away. There we go. Alright, so yeah, for those who wants to know, my cover, ABC, Graphic 45, is 9 by 7.5 inch, and the spine is 9 by 2 3/4. Alright, so for those who wants to know, yeah, it's just a little a little note for those who wants to know. Alright, so now I'm gonna put these all together to make it nice. You can use tape. Maybe I'm gonna use, no, I'm just gonna use glue. I'm just gonna use glue. Wait just a sec. It's been a few days that I did craft, so just checking why I just pulled this. There we go. These are so very nice, these little pins, but very flimsy. But okay. That's why I do have my old needle. Yes. See, just clean it up, that little thing that's in the way, and now it's nice and clean. Almost do need a refill for this. I need to fix my little thing right here. Just like having something on that little pin. There we go. As long as it holds. But yeah, I really like when something is hanging here. It's easier to be found back than just that little pin. Alright, so for those who want to know, I do have these original little things that you can buy from Arc Glitter Glue. But And I am very careful for those, not to lose them. But if you find some other little pins like these, they need to be stainless steel, otherwise you get rusty pieces like this. And then they are perfect to put in. So you can put something on the back, looks nice, and yeah, you can use them. And if you lose this, then you will not get so much headaches in your wallet. Alright, just a little tip. Alright, so I'm just going to glue these down. Go. Here we go. See? Here we have a nice piece of pizza chipboard. Very cool. Yep, so I'm gonna glue down these 6 together for 2 pieces. And then I really think that I have a nice cheap chipboard. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, and when these are ready, you can wrap these in some papers. Now I did use some black papers, so I'm going to use that too. Now let's just see, how many do we need? We do need 3 pieces. We do need to glue these down together, but first we do need to cut these down a little bit. I'm just gonna normally do a 1 inch all the way around. Just, that's more than enough. Alright, so I'm gonna attach these 3 with some tape. There we go. One more piece. Here we go. Alright, so now I added 3 pieces, so now I have a nice big black sheet. I always like to start with my spine, so I can start nicely in the middle. And in the middle I mean stay away from these attachments. There we go. Let's grab the next one. Just hear that my son is arriving from work. For those who follow me longer than today, he normally spooks the hell out of me, so now I am aware he is home, so I hope he does not spook me. Now this in between, I like to have this between the 4 a 5mm. Now this chipboard is not too thick, but a 4mm, it's definitely needed. Definitely. I normally eyeball it, but you can measure. You can measure yourself. Yeah, and I can tell him 1,000 times not to spook me anymore, but oh, he just not listen. Alright, so put this on. Also try to be equal. Here we go. Alright, this one is pretty long, so I'm just gonna cut this down. Here we go. Alright, that's that. Alright, now we do need the corner, but let me first make sure that my glue is attached everywhere nicely. Here we go. Now, next thing, I like to cut the corner. It's actually not that difficult, but just stay away 2 to 3mm away from this edge. Stay away. Alright? You don't want to cut this too short, but you also don't want to cut it too long. So I did this a million times, but so maybe it looks that I'm not be careful enough, but as you can see, I did 2-3mm away from the edges. Next, what I like to do is put some extra tape around the chipboard. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, next we need to flap these to the inside. Now what I normally do is I like to bend this nice and flat. Now let's just make this all the way around. Make sure there are no bubbles. Peel this off. Put some glue against the chipboard. I like to start in the middle. Go. Banish it down so the tape and the glue can attach nicely to your paper. There you go. Now we need to go to the bottom. I'm going to do exactly the same. First just bend a little. And there are all those different ways to do this. There is no particular way. You also can just bend this and just fold it down. It's just, it does not have any particular way. But just make sure that that this paper is attaching the chipboard nice.
100% make sure of it.
control them. Ah!
You like a dog.
He has left the building. No. No, just kidding. Alright, so yeah, that was him. Thank God it was a little spook. But yeah. How can you control them? He's 23 years old and he's acting like a little child. But that's what I love about him. I like it. They can be adult long enough. So let them play. Alright, so that's that. Now we come to not the difficult part, but just have a little attention. Now if you can see right here, that little piece that we kept away from the corner is now overlapping right here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab my bone folder and I'm going to squeeze this nicely inside. So what I like to do is I'm just going to grab my bone folder and I'm just going to squeeze this inside. Like that. See? There we go. This one too. Just give your paper a nice massage. Put this to the chipboard. And squeeze this. Squeeze everything nice inside. Alright. Now if you will see, I have it too guys, but that's maybe because my chipboard is not as thick as my normal. If you can see right here, it just overlaps just a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to grab my scissor and I'm just going to squeeze that off. Same on this side, just a little tiny bit and then it's still perfect. You don't want to see it. Alright, I'm going to do my best with this time. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Squeeze the corners. Just checking, it's not that much. Nope, it's even very nice, especially this one right here. I do not need to cut off anything. Perfect. Alright, so then it's almost ready. What I like to do is just squeeze just a little bit. Make sure that your bone folder is not too thin, otherwise it's maybe too sharp to do this. Mine is really round, so here we go. And then as you can see, your paper is nicely going in those grooves right here. Alright, and that's that. Easy peasy. Now we go, oh, now we go to the inside. Now what I like to do on the inside, I like to put some tape on the inside, especially here by with the spine. I want to have that good attached. go. 4 pieces. There you go. Now we're gonna grab some paper that fits nicely on here. Let's check it out. This is too short, so we do need this piece. I think if I do 2, I think that's more than enough. Because we are going to put something on the inside covers, of course. So I'm just gonna grab another piece. Cut these at the same time. Gonna attach these 2. Yeah, and then I can have my attachment nicely in the middle. See, and it does not even bother me that it's not completely, because we are going to go on the inside. I also could do just 1 piece if I do not bother that. Why actually? Can I not just make this nice to make this completely full? Yeah, I think I like that better. Alright. So I changed my mind. Actually, it's not necessary, but to go all the way. But yeah, why not? Alright, so I'm going to attach the other part. Let me first attach this one. So I am going to peel off all these strips. There we go. Just in case, I am going to put some glue also right here. And I'm just gonna put glue on this big piece of paper. I really need to refill it. This is not the time to have a little thing inside. This is definitely not the time. You'll know that our glitter glue is dry real fast, so I need to do this quickly. Yeah, I still need to have this in the middle, otherwise it does not work nice with this attachment. Well, that's okay. Alright, gonna sit down. I am gonna do this quickly because my glue otherwise will dry too fast. There we go. Alright, I don't think that put something on here will make it better, so I'm just gonna leave it like this, actually, as I planned. Now make sure that where your tape is going to was, that you will burnish that spot really well. You don't want any air bubbles. There we go. Okay, now grab your bond folder. Just squeeze that paper nicely into that groove. Just lift this up. And just work your paper into right here. Same on this side. There we go. And then this paper is also nicely going inside. It's not completely dry, but it will be. There we go. See? Make sure that this is nice and tight. So you don't want to see any air bubbles right here. Just squeeze some extra. Yeah, cool. I like it. See, and with the black paper on the inside and the outside, this is already making it nice, tight. Glad I did 3 layers. Alright, so that is that. Let's see how we can attach the papers. Yeah.